Right, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're taking a look at dinosaurs. Kind of the same way we did with Merfolk. I don't expect there's going to be any dinosaurs in the next set or two. So if you build this, it's probably going to stay as it is for the next couple sets, unless there's a spell you end up wanting to swap out. But all that being said, let's hop right in and talk about some dinosaurs. So we are starting with hard-hitting question, and this might be a little bit odd here, but I was thinking about the fact of we have the other spell that lets you deal damage equal to the largest power of your dinosaur. This is effectively the same thing and also lets us hit planeswalkers, so like, why not? Let's go with it. We are going to play some lore keepers because, we're casting a bunch of dinosaurs, so we want some mana. We are going to play some Smuggler Surprise, and as much as we like to sneak things into play, which is nice, I actually like the portion here of letting us protect creatures power 4 or greater, because a lot of our dinosaurs are going to be power 4 or greater. Also have Glimpse the Core in here just so we can make sure we can ramp up and hit our stuff, because we have quite a few things that cost 4 or more mana. We're also playing a couple of Paleontologists, because this lets us get stuff out of our graveyard in addition to making mana. Now, this is where it's a little weird, because we are playing Brotherhood's End. This could kill off our mana creatures, but at the same time, this is also one of the few things we have against stuff like early mono white aggro, against the Boros tokens, against mono red. We want to have a little bit of extra defense, so we're going to see if this helps out. Of course, playing Hammer Skull, no surprise here at all. Rampaging Raptor I like a lot. It's a good thing to have post Sweeper because we don't have that many hasty things. It can allow you to attack and still hit Planeswalkers, so lots of good stuff going on here. Going to be playing some Hulking Raptor because if we want mana, well, but getting 2 free mana every turn is pretty good. And it's hard to kill. And then of course we get into our other big things with Bonehorde Dracosaur, just a big value engine in the air. Atali, which gets us an option for multiple things, but also with all the mana we have, we could just flip Atali and win that way. And of course, one of our favorite new cards, Vault-Born Tyrant, because getting extra life and cards for all of these dinosaurs is usually going to be pretty good. Now at the end of the video, if you want to download this, we'll have a link over to Moxfield, a channel sponsor, so you can download the list and check it out. Also, if you want to check out a whole bunch of other lists that are already rotation ready, I'll have a playlist linked here in the video that you can check that out, and it's a ton of videos that you can just slide a couple of cards in and you'll be ready to go. For now though, let's go see if dinosaurs really do stomp over the competition. Right, we're on the draw, so we're gonna have to keep this. I'm sort of hoping to draw our 1 mana, the Lore Keeper here. Mostly because, oh, there we go. So then this might draw some heat. So if they want to kill that, maybe we get a Paleontologist that lives. I mean, I don't know if it's going to work. They might just have a pile of removal, but, we can only do what we can do. Alright, here comes another removal card. At least now we got the Hammer Skull, so we have time to draw an untapped red source for this Knucklehead. Or we might just have to play... Ooh, I almost clicked Dragon there. That we'll just have to play back-to-back Hammer Skulls, if nothing else. Oh, feel free to get rid of this. Like, I'm just going to go get a mountain. That's going to make life a little easier, maybe. Alright, untap red source. So now I have to choose. I think I'm going to go with it. I mean, if they sweep the board here, so be it. It's probably what's about to happen. Oh no, it's a Hostile Investigator. Gotta be Vault-Born Tyrant, right? We're so far away from casting that. Ooh, well, that works too. We'll just deal 3 damage to everything, and then we'll attack for 10. There you go. Well, that worked. Man, we gotta mulligan this. Like, that's sadly one of those hands that, I mean, this isn't much better. But I was gonna say, that's sadly one of those hands that, if our mana creature died, we still weren't doing anything for 2 more turns, and that's tough. Obviously, you never know what you're gonna draw, and things can change, but... Hey, guess what? I got nothing you can duress. That doesn't help. Alright. I guess we're attacking. Yep. You get to surveil. Ooh, boy. The deck is not making this easy, is it? Go Dinosaur will attack for 1 in the turn. I mean, we get the Smeller's Prize, put some stuff in hand, but it's probably stuff that's just going to end up dying, since the opponent really hasn't done much here. Alright, we'll take probably this and this. Alright, we'll play the Cavern, put it on Dinosaur, play this Duder. So at least they get an untapped land. It's going to take their whole turn to kill the Raptor. Yep, we can live with that. Alright, so we get... Actually, if we were going to do that... I don't think it being 5 or 6 really makes a difference here. I'm just going to attack. If it magically dies because it happens to have been 5 instead of 6, that's on me. Yeah, I assumed there was just a removal card. That's why I was like, no point in going overboard there. That was about to be silly. We don't have 6 mana yet. Not that we could use with this. So, what if we do this? Still wouldn't be enough. I'm thinking I'm going to tap this for red. I'm going to do this. And give myself the option to use this to protect a creature, potentially. I mean, it could just be Sunfall or who knows what. Yeah. Alright, if you're using that, I'm assuming you don't have a sweeper, so sure. I mean, if they do, they do. But I wouldn't think they would use that there. I think you would just take the 4 and then save that for something else. Or even just actual mana. I mean, they might also want to kill the Lore Keeper to keep a potential Vaultborn Tyrant off of them as well. Would have been understandable. Yeah, I guess we're just going to attack. I mean, Wandering Emperor away. Whoa, no Wandering Emperor. Okay. That's not what I anticipated. I thought something was going to happen there. Oh, I can't do both of those. I can only do one of them. Whoop. There we go. And then let's cast this. I mean, obviously telegraphing that now we're closer to playing the Vaultborn Tyrant, but let's go ahead, put a counter here, I guess. I'll say, in case we found a land. And then now we can go ahead and use one of these anyway. And then we can still draw a card during their end step. I don't know that we need that, but I'll leave it. It's fine. So I'm not sure what they're planning to do here, but there was no Wandering Emperor. A White Sun's Twilight. Well, that's a thing that happened. Alright, I guess we just do this. I mean, next turn, try to put a bunch of blockers in the way. White Sun's Twilight's such a silly card. Alright. Play a bigger one this turn? That would make sense. Okay, what can we do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was thinking we could Paleontologist... we could Paleontologist play 2, get a Raptor. That doesn't particularly help us, though. I think I'm just going to do this first. Oh, Arena did not tap a way that I liked. I should have been more conscious of that. That sucks. Alright. Well, try to attack with the Vaultborn Tyrant. Though we did have to defend against a couple of cards that aren't going to be standard lethal. So there is that. And then that exiles... No, wait. That destroys... Oh, but they lose abilities. Yeah. Okay, we'll just go with this then. And of course, they had a cut down that they've been waiting on, I guess. Oh, another Vaultborn Tyrant. That's cute. Let's go there. Alright. I guess I might as well use this. They know it exists, so whatever. Just keep the poison off of us. Alright, let's see what we got. I mean, it's kind of good I didn't go with the other play of, like, get the dude out of our graveyard, attack with the dudes or whatever, because that would have been horrendous. Alright, well, let's see if you have another instant speed kill thingy thing. No, they don't. Interesting. Alright, I guess we'll just play this, see what we draw. So they have to have a sweeper or 2 kill spells. Oh. Oh, in the turn. Alright, so now if there's another White Suns, we can just defend against it. Oh, Sunfall we cannot, though. That is a different problem. Alright. Because, of course, there's a Sunfall. Alright. These matches are so boring. They're literally just a bunch of sweepers. But, alright. We'll take this and this. Play this dude. Hopefully you don't have a kill spell here. You probably do. But, you know, if you don't. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sure. Oh, this sucks. I have to play this on tap. If they don't have... Because if all they have is that, they activate. We need this to be more than 6. That sucks. Alright. I mean, if they have a kill spell, none of it matters anyway, but... Now you kill it? I'm assuming? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what else was gonna happen there? Alright. Pass. We draw a card. Doop doop doo doo. Alright, another hasty boy. This is basically a game of how many removal do you have, because they apparently have all of them. If that's all I just say, you might as well block with the creature land too if you got it. Yeah, there you go. That makes sense. I mean, obviously we're gonna pump. That would kill both of them, but I'm going to do it anyway, just in case there's a little bit of something else over there. We do get some trample damage out of it. And we'll go here. Alright. So now we have a creature land we can attack with. We have a raptor that tramples. We have a hard-hitting question that could fight something. Alright. They're at 9. Hard-hitting question, one of these. Play this dude. I guess I should have saved that to block, honestly. Alright, I'm just gonna say, if you have the removal, you have the removal next turn. Like, I'm only willing to sit through this for so much longer. Like, if you have it, you have it. Alright, we got our 4 poison. Alright. We're back to just this then. Try to attack. Get lost. Sure, why not? I mean, we're holding up pretty well, all things considered, so I can only be so bothered. Alright. Do we still have... We still have another smuggler surprise in there. That could be cool. Oh, okay. Well, there's 8. I mean 6 while they're at 8. I mean, at some point, they got to start drawing lands, right? Like, I mean, we've way outdrawn them land-wise. We've gone through 3 raptors. So we don't have those left really to depend on. think we played both of the Vaultborn Tyrants. We can still get Natali. That would still be worthwhile. I guess we attack. All right, in the turn. But yeah, I think getting the other Smuggler Surprise is kind of our best bet here. Pass the turn? I mean, because I have a feeling they just have another sweeper here. So I'd rather just attack for 6, see if they block, see what happens. Go from there. But yeah, this game's not been fun in any way, shape, or form. Now, the good news here is we got this little Intrepid Paleontologist. What does this do for us? You may cast this dinosaur spell from one card drone with Paleontologist. You can cast this spell in this way that creatures enter the battlefield. Trying to figure out the best way to go about this. All right, so we'll play this first. So if they have another instant speed sweeper, we at least draw that out here. Because we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We could play Paleontologist and recast a Vaultborn Tyrant. Alright, so that's what we're going to do here. At least try to. I mean, if they just have an answer, they have an answer. Go to our graveyard, get... where are you at here? One of these. Do we get a chance to cast it? They have a virtual. That came out of nowhere. Okay, sure. All right. You got it. Virtued up. Are we going to be able to get there with this Vaultborn Tyrant? I don't know that we will, but let's exile. Go to our graveyard. Get this. Cast it, because they only have 4 open mana. This needs more than that, right? You need 6 for that at instant speed. Could be a Wandering Emperor, though. So we want to take as much advantage as we can. Let's exile. Go to our graveyard. Get the other raptor that has haste. And trample, by the way. All right. Feels like the best we can do. All right, opponent says GG. Golly. Whew. I get some of y'all like playing this type of Magic, but my goodness, this is something. And a knockout blow. Okay. You got it. Ooh, man. Alrighty then. Like, literally, this is what we say when they're like, we need removal to be good to deal with creatures. Don't get me wrong. Like, you gotta have a balance. But the fact that decks are being made up like this, like, if we weren't playing creatures of significant size, so they would still have to sweep the board, you know, having imminent threats with trample, we would have probably lost this. But, like, this genuinely is silly. And knockout blow, as it turns out, right? So it's like, come on, what are we doing? I'm gonna mulligan this. Like, I couldn't convince myself to keep that. I don't know. It felt bad. Like, it was a bunch of mana creatures with nothing to do. I mean, we could have found something, obviously, and I probably should have kept it and gambled. But also didn't have any red land sources, so that would have been a little weird, so I don't know. Alright, I mean, I can't cast either thing in my hand, so, you know, have fun with that. Well, never mind. I guess we can try to just kill a bat now. Question is, does Paleontologist live? It does live. All right, if we can get an untapped land, we get to play a Dracosaur. I don't know if Dracosaur live, but, you know, one thing at a time. All right, I guess we're just killing a bat again, because, you know, that's what we do these days. And I guess attack? Only thing I can think of is they're playing some type of deck with a bunch of things that are 3 toughness, and they just didn't want us to have the Brotherhoods in. Because we're not doing anything. Like, if they have any removal here, like, we get a land, we play our Dracosaur, they get to kill our Dracosaur, like... So their hand must have been real bad. That's the only thing I can think of here. Alright, I'm gonna gamble that this is some type of creature deck, because otherwise, this Bone Horde, or this Brotherhood's End doesn't do anything. Alright, well, I may regret that being on the draw, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But we'll just see if we just die. Because that might well be the case. Got another one? Looks like they did, but they opted not to play it for some reason. I'm going to play this with the assumption it's going to die, but that's damage that's not going at our face, and they're using that now so we don't take extra damage. And I'm kind of hoping they just play like a slick shot here or something. Godric, good enough. We at least get some value for our cards here. Alright, hopefully that buys us at least a little bit of time. Okay, not too bad. Now any untapped land is good. One, because we'll get to play a Tali, but then also we would have got to have played the Raptor if the... I mean, Dracosaur if the Raptor had died. We will Smuggler Surprise. Oh, I can't pay the extra, though. At least I don't think I can. Yeah, because I don't have the mana for it. I guess I'll just... well, it's going to get exiled. It's exiled either way, so, like, yeah. Oh, I could pay it if I had it, but I don't have it. Alright, cool. Alright, decline. That's what I thought, but I had to double check. I guess we'll attack. They could probably have, like... Oh, I was going to say Witch Stalker Frenzy, and they could have killed it. No, they would have still been a mana short, I think. They were going to do it. No, they would have been able to play it. Alright, didn't matter, though. Come on, let's keep it. Let's find some of our mana creatures. Spyglass Siren. Okay, sure. That is the wrong card for this fight. Here comes ninjas. Here comes ninjas. Nope, it was not ninjas. Thought it was going to be ninjas. We're just countering things here instead. Yeah, I actually don't mind that they countered that, believe it or not. I mean, Spell Pierce doesn't stop many of our other things, but let's see what else they got going on. Oh, Glyph. All right, cool. That is legit. I guess we have to at least attempt this. I don't expect it to stay on the battlefield, mind you. Doesn't look like the type of deck that's going to allow that. Obviously. Like, no surprise. Yep, that'll probably do it. Unless I have, like, exactly a fight... Well, that's not true. Yeah, I'd probably need exactly a fight spell here. Yep, okay. That at least gives us a chance. Sadly, though, it does mean we won't be able to play a Dracosaur next turn, which is disappointing, but we do what we gotta do to stay alive, I guess. Oh, are you kidding? I can't say much. I've been on the receiving end, or on the delivering end of that, so... Is what it is, man. When your opponents are hot, they just hit it. What are you gonna do? Alright, just bounce my thing, opponent. Alright, cool. You got it. I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to have to waste this on human, I think. Oh, nope. That showed up, so that helps. Especially against a blue deck here. I would have hate to have to do that and not being able to get uncounterable dinosaurs. Gonna bounce our Lore Keeper? Nope. I said Lore Keeper gets left alone. Okay, then. Let's go ahead and play this. I don't want to show them the Cavern of Souls yet. Sure, you got it. Won't have to worry about that card soon. Though there is the new Spree one that people can play, so that is an actual thing. Yeah, we'll attack. I mean, they play something that gets to block, I guess. Flash something in. Alright, we'll end the turn. I'm tempted to try to cast this here just to get some lands and set up later turns. I think I'm going to. And if they counter it, they counter it. I don't think we mind that much. Because if they counter it, whatever. Yeah, we can live with that. Okay. Well, we got to do this. Put it on Dinosaur. And this guy's kind of a boss if this is just like the Djinn deck. Yeah. I mean, it can't be countered. I mean, it even lights up and tells you you can't counter it. It gives you a warning. And I don't even mind if they bounce it, because we basically get 2 turns to draw an untapped land for a Tali, so that's cool too. Oh, they're double checking our Cavern of Souls, apparently. Oh, we're going to lose a Vault-Born Tyrant. That sucks. Ah, well. I guess we'll at least get to play this dude. Oh, wait a minute. Dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would have had. I forgot about the treasure. I could have played a Vault-Born Tyrant. That's my fault. This is probably better anyway, though. I mean, I think we're in a situation where it doesn't matter either of these that we play. I mean, we have a Tali unlocked next turn as well. So even as far as misplays goes, that's probably minimal in the grand scheme of things. Because at this point, even if they played something to make us pick up our stuff, like we just start over again with 5/5s. But this is a concern when you're playing the mono blue heavy stuff. Like, especially as we go forward, if you're playing that, know that cards like Cavern of Souls are going to be in a lot of decks because they're creature themes, you know? Alright. We also covered that in my, like, 20 cards that get better after rotation video. You should check that out if you haven't seen it yet. I think there's lots of good info there. Oh my god, this is embarrassment of riches. We get to do everything? Alright, I guess I'll just attack first. I don't really care if they block here, honestly. Bounce a Dracosaur, sure. Like, we're not that concerned about either of the outcomes here. Alright. You know, blink your guy out or something, I'm sure. Which is why the hard-hitting question wouldn't really have done much. I assume there was something like that there. Okay, how do we want to set this up? We have access to 2, 3, let the opponent know we're still here. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, possibly 10 mana. So we do this and this. That's probably fine. Let's see what we get off this first. Sure, we'll just get a bunch of awesome things for free. Play this tapped. We don't really need to do anything else here. I mean, might as well. We'll go get a land just cuz. Alright, I mean, we're more than covered no matter what happens from here. I mean, I guess they could put a billion things in the graveyard and attack us for 17. There might be a way they can get there. But this is kind of the they have 4 cards. So, I mean, if they draw a bunch and then discard some stuff, like, I don't know, maybe. That's not going to do it. Yeah, I was going to say, that's not the card. Okay, yeah, we'll keep this. I mean, you know, we're going to be real sad when our paleontologist dies, but what can we do? Let's find a big 6/6 that we can play once this does die. I mean, it's also possible they don't have a burn spell, but not likely. This paleontologist is dead, right? Yep. No blocks, obviously. Whoa, they're not killing our paleontologists? Oh, no. They must have, like, a hot burn hand or something. Because, like, what's... Yeah, that's crazy. Alright, we're gambling on this. We need to get an untapped land to be able to cast the Atali. But even if not, we could Raptor fight. So that's not the worst thing. Alright, Scoundrel, are we going to make a treasure? No, they're coming with the 2/2. I'm assuming there's a Rage and this is just going to hurt. So, Rage up, opponent. Nope, just another Play with Fire. Okay, that's probably about as light as that could have been. All things considered. And it also means we probably could have blocked safely there. Okay. So now I do have to really decide if I want to go for a Tali here. Or... No, I think we have to play it safe. I think we just go fight this. Go ahead and take this one out. And then no attacks. And we just hope that this is good enough. Or we just die to some sequence of burn spells. A little bit of a nuisance, but not the end of the world. Probably won't get to cast our Atali now, unfortunately. But it's all good. Let's go here and here. And see what gets raged. Alright, so we go to 3. Alright, well, that could have been lots worse. What do we get? And a hard-hitting question. That's unfortunate. Opponent can get Squee back. Alright, I'm attacking with this. Because we are only at 3. I don't want to risk anything silly. And they could just draw a Lightning Strike right here, too. Okay, Feldon does make Lightning Strike more of a possibility. So this is tough. We'd be able to attack for 12, 13, 14. Oh, no, wait. 12. Yeah, that's it. So we just take it. Go to 1. Yeah, like there's no point in doing anything there. We can even activate this for some extra damage if we want to. We could have, I guess, well, we couldn't flip a Tali. We wouldn't have enough, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah, we'd have been short. All right, anyway. Sure, it doesn't really matter who gets it. Alright, that's a good one. We'll take that against Mono Red. It is arguable that I probably should have blocked earlier on with the Raptor, but I was kind of playing around Rage, and I couldn't really tell if they had it or not, so that sort of shifted the game, but we did get lucky. They didn't top deck a 3 damage spell, and we went to 1, so like, yeah, not bad. It's a win, but I don't know if it was a well-played win, but it worked out. Let's keep it. Oh, looks like it's going to be more mono red. Wow, you know what? Y'all watch a lot of my videos. I'm rarely on the play against mono red, which is fine. I mean, we still win a lot of the games against mono red, so it's not like it makes it unwinnable. But it's just like, man, sometimes I'm just like, if just once. Alright, we're going to play this mostly to just try to draw some spells out from them. Obviously, we just want to go ahead and Brotherhoods in here, but I also don't want to take a billion damage in the process. Alright. That works. So how much more are we taking? 6 plus 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're at 6. Alright, well, let's see if we can get out of this. I mean, we are only at 6, so haste creature plus burn spell is still really bad. Alright, that's the good news. Let's go here. Hopefully those are just lands in hand. Like, because 6 life isn't a lot. 2 burn spells can off us. Ooh. Fortunately, unfortunately, we can fight that because we don't want them getting extra cards here. We're too close to dead to risk that. And I hate doing this, but I feel like we kind of have to. If we can't even afford to attack here, sadly. I thought about it, but too many ways that could go badly for us. Alright. Brachiosaur allows us to attack. Hopefully we're not dead. Because they're not playing lands, so I'm assuming they're things that just target creatures. Okay, Witchstalker Frenzy. That tracks. Oh boy. Okay, what are we looking at here? 2, 4, 6, 7. I think we do this and oh, I guess we what are we gonna do? I have to pass, sadly, because I know these are things at this point that likely target creatures. Probably pumping their own things to give them trample or whatever. And I would have loved to have done something else. I just don't think we could have. Alright, they pay the ward. I mean, here's the thing. I have to decide if it's worth saving stuff or just trying to dig for stuff. And I think at this point, it's better to dig. Because, like, if I save it, I couldn't do anything fancy. So here, I can at least maybe find something relevant. 2, 4, 6... Actually, this is great, because if we find our Vaultborn Tyrant... That is not Vaultborn Tyrant. Okay. 7's still good here, though. So, come on, Tyrant! Nope, was not a Tyrant. Alright, I'm going to play this... just to be on the safe side in case they were to find, like, a... what's that guy? The Slick Shot or whatever. Or, honestly, even just a Phoenix Chick. Alright, well, this is where it's going to get rough. Come on, be there. We're going to get to see 3 extra cards this game. Oh, come on. Come on. Like, what are we doing? Okay. Here's kind of a fun idea. We can remove stuff to make them have to spend more for their code breaker. So, like, it's not like that doesn't do anything. So, get rid of this. Play that tapped. Get rid of this. And how many spells does that leave? Just 1? 2, because Witchstalker Frenzy. And this says it's 1 less, so 6 cost them 3. They'd have 1 mana left. Oh, is it worth it to play this guy or not? I think I'd rather just take their turn here. Basically what I'm doing. And man, I want to attack here so badly, but I don't feel safe. And they probably already have 1 burn spell in hand just looking for the other one. I mean, Godric, alright. We're going to get Raged Out. I guess we don't get Raged Out. They only have 1 mana open. So if they attack here, not sure what your plan is, but we block, block, block. I guess they could kill Dracosaur either way, though. Well, no, Dracosaur is going to first strike, so that's fine. That's cool. I just mostly wanted Dracosaur to be able to get a 3rd card and maybe find our guy, but definitely did not find our guy. But we can attack for 11. And this. And that should do it. Alright, cool. Well, surprisingly, we're holding our own against Mono Red. Probably on the backs of getting Brotherhood's Ends and stuff, or fight spells, but alright. Yeah, this is interesting. I felt like we had some issues with some cards that are going to be rotating, so that's always kind of hard to measure. And I try not to include too many of those games. Honestly, try to concede out of them pretty quick, so we're actually putting relevant games in here. But there's still a lot of those cards floating around right now, so we can only do so much. That said, I mean, I feel a little tough that we kind of, I don't know if feel stuck playing something like Brotherhood's End, but maybe these could be like lightning strikes or shocks or something, and they could be almost as effective. Maybe even better, because if you are able to pick something off early, that is a pretty big deal. Though at the same time, if we have a Lore Keeper or a Paleontologist survive, then we go ahead and just use hard-hitting question and sort of gets the job done. The other thing, too, is we could probably give up some Glimpse the Core and just play more Paleontologists if we wanted to. I think that would be reasonable. And maybe turn the other 2 into Bramble Familiars. I think that would be fair. Paleontologist obviously gives us multiple colors. Bramble Familiar is only going to give you green, but it will allow you to search for and find some of these other things later in the game, which is pretty beneficial. Now, obviously, guaranteeing that we have the land with the Glimpse of the Core is actually super nice, but you don't get to block anything or whatever, so we still got to take that early damage and hope that whatever we play on turn 3 actually is good enough to stay on the battlefield, right? So I'm willing to make that adjustment if people wanted to. I'm going to leave 2 Glimpse of the Core in here for now, but I do think 2 Bramble Familiar is probably justified. The other question I come to is, how many Smuggler Surprise is the right number, right? We didn't really ever use the surprise portion. I don't think. If we did, it wasn't more than once. But the other parts are actually really good here. Again, being able to protect our creatures, being able to search for the lands that we want to cast some of that stuff. Really good stuff here, and it could make sense to play a 4th copy. So if you want to do that over something else, I think that's also justifiable. But yeah, interesting overall that it did hold up as well as it did. We won that crazy game where the opponent played, I think it was like 6 sweepers or something, and a bunch of spot removal, and some life gain spells. And somehow we saw, and a Wandering Emperor I think was played in that game, maybe 2. So yeah, the fact that we could beat that says a lot about the type of deck that we're playing. The deck actually does still have some legs. Now, is it top tier or whatever? I don't think so, but it's definitely good enough that you can still rank with it, and I think that's the biggest thing. But the list we're going to post up here is going to be 3 hard-hitting question, 4 Ixalan's Lord Keeper, 3 Smuggler Surprise, 2 Glimpse of the Core, 4 Intrepid Paleontologist, 3 Brotherhood's End, 4 Hammer Skull, 4 Rampaging Raptor, 4 Hulking Raptor, 3 Bone Horde Dracosaur, 1 Atali, 2 Vaultborn Tyrant, 3 Mountains, 6 Forests, 4 Copperline Gorge, 4 Carpolution Forest, 3 Restless Ridgeline, and 4 Cavern of Souls. I will say if anything we're looking for out of Bloomburrow might be something that protects multiple creatures, maybe saves stuff from being protected from sweepers, something like that, might be the only thing we're looking for. Otherwise, I wouldn't expect too many cards from Bloomburrow to make the cut in here. But again, if you want to just look for some other decks, we're going to have a playlist here so you can actually see a bunch of stuff that's already rotation ready. So you can build them now, play with them, and then you don't have to look for a whole bunch of cards that are going to be standard legal. And if you're looking for other theme decks right now, we did just play a Merfolk deck that actually turned out to be better than I thought it was going to be, which was a bit of a surprise, obviously. But check it out. You'll see what I mean. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.